Hey there people, and welcome back to Pokemon Ruby. Guess what? I'm a partner now. All three of my channels finally. And crap, wrong button again. I keep thinking Z is select, but it's not. It's the menu button for the freaking Game Boy player. But yeah, the last part, Tailo and Makuhita both evolved. So let's just keep on fighting trainers now. And time to talk about the partner thing. So yeah, I'm finally allowed to put ads on my videos, make a little money off of them. Well, not a little, I hope it's a lot, but make money off of them. However, the downside of that... Oh, nice one, Dustox. Downside of that is I have to enable advertisements on every video, individually, one at a time. That wouldn't be that much of a problem if I didn't have 1,500 frickin' videos. Of course, I'm not gonna monetize all of them. I think maybe only the LP video, so that gets me out of like what 200 maybe Pokemon battles or something. Still have those, don't know why. Just because they kind of amount for like the most part of my total channel views or something. Oh well. So let's have a good like 1,200 frickin' videos to do that on. That's gonna be one hell of a task. And I hope to be finished with that by the end of next week or something. Well. Oh well, at least it's worth it if I start earning some money off of it. And because partners can have like a different channel background thing, can have like a banner or something. I also need to make a new background with the banner and stuff and everything. I have to find time for that. I can also use custom video thumbnails now, so I need to make those. You know what? If any of you are like willing to become my personal channel designer, so like you can make my video thumbnails and channel backgrounds and stuff, just post a comment or send me a PM or something. Could really use someone like that because I really don't have time to do it myself. So yeah, if you want to help me out on that one, just go ahead. Anyway, come on Dustox, it's a freaking Wingull, you can take this. Time to get back to the Pokemons. Stop hitting yourself. How can you even hit yourself? Your stubby little legs barely reach your mouth. Like you can't even stand on those. How do you hit yourself with them? Your wings aren't bendy enough to hit yourself with. Like what does he do? Crash himself into the frickin' ground? Come on! Oh, Dustox, you're so incompetent! And meanwhile, Wingull's kicking my ass. Guess that's what I get for using a bug type against a flying Pokemon. Oh well, Swallow! Flying versus flying. Here, you like wing attack so much? Have mine. Frickin' Wingull. Up yours. They don't even give good experience. And a Numel, that's something for Marshtomp to take care of because his Water Gun or Mud Shot will take it out in a single blow. Because Numel is just weak like that. So yeah, die. Oh, and a critical hit, talking about overkill, Marshtomp. That's why I like you so much, you always do such a good job. I don't think Marshtomp's ever really let me down in a Pokemon battle. And final Pokemon's a Roselia, so that's something Swallow can easily get rid of. Because grass is weak to flying, as everyone who played Pokemon knows. And because it's at a much lower level than Swallow, it easily dies in a single blow. And Swallow gets to level 23 because Roselia, as opposed to Wingull, gives a decent amount of experience. So yeah. Right back over here, heal my Pokemon, because I need to have frickin' Dustox in one piece. I mean, can't train him if Dustox keeps feigning. Frickin' Dustox, why are you so weak? Wurmple, why you no evolve into Beautifly? I mean, Beautifly could have at least maybe held his own in a fight. Dustox can barely hit his way out of a paper bag. Anyway, what is this? Are we in the desert? No. This is the part of Hoenn that is covered in volcanic ash. Because there's a volcano quite close and all the ash apparently gets scattered here. And Pokemon live in it like that frickin' Spinda. Spinda is a really, really weird Pokemon. as I'm pretty sure you know if you've taken a look at it. One thing you may have noticed is that each Spinda looks different. That's because Spinda has this gimmick thingy. You know, when Pokemon, you encounter a wild one, they run all kind of calculations and values and stuff to figure out like which Pokemon it is. Well, for Spinda, they run some sort of calculation that decides where the spots on its head are. And you can pretty much find like millions of different spot combinations. No two Spinda are pretty much the same. I'd say that's pretty neat. I mean, they really thought that through pretty well. The only downside of I mean, that actually makes Spinda pretty awesome, but the only downside of Spinda is that it completely sucks. It means all of Spinda's base stats are stuck at 60. Now, for those of you who aren't competitive Pokemon players, base stats might not be like... You might be like, what the hell are base stats? Well, base stats are basically like the stat they use to calculate the Pokemon's like actual stats. And let me tell you that 60 is pretty damn poor. I mean, 60 is like average for a non-evolved Pokemon. So, for example, I will put up some comparisons with some of the Pokemon I have with me. Hariyama. Hariyama has a attack base stat of, I think, 124. That's like twice as much as... Oh, great, you freaking self-destruct, freaking coughing. That's twice as much as Spinda. And Spinda does not evolve. Spinda is always stuck like that. Always destined to be weak as hell. And therefore, no one, I repeat, no one I have ever battled in all of my like 200 freaking PBR battles has ever used a Spinda against me. Can't say I blame him, because hell, I haven't used one myself either. No one uses a freaking Spinda. They're like those Pokemon you keep running into and beating up for experience because they serve no other purpose. Oh well. Let's get back to the battle at hand already. And I'm pretty sure that's maybe why Spinda is like living in the volcanic ash region, because there it can hide and wallow in its despair of not ever being used. Anyway, Dustox is doing fairly well against these coughings. Actually took a self-destruct from one and used Moonlight to heal off the damage. So yeah, Dustox might not be that bad after all. Although it is time he learns a new move, because all of his moves are pretty weak. I mean, Confusion is his strongest move, and that doesn't even get the stab bonus. And why the hell does he keep using Smog? That does nothing. And Gust to blow away his smoke. Because at least that's what Gust seems to do in the cartoon all the time. It's like, Pidgeotto or Zubat or Tailo or whoever, whatever bird Pokemon Ash has with him. Use Gust or something to blow away the smoke created by Team Rocket's coughing, or Viper or Yamask or whatever they have these days. Alright, Confusion, take him out. At least this one's a bit higher level than the other two, so hey, these this Ninja Guy's Pokemon aren't complete clones. They're only of the same species, but one's... Oh, finally, Psybeam. Let's see now. Can say goodbye to Confusion, because Psybeam is basically Confusion, but has an extra 15 power. I think instead of 50, it's 65. That can matter a lot. Now Dustox can actually deal with things that are weak to Psychic even better. As opposed to just going into Swellow and just wing attacking them, because pretty much all you're going to find that's weak to Psychic is going to be fighting types. And those can be easily dealt with Swellow's wing attack, and other types that are weak to Psychic include Poison, which is easily dealt with using Marshtomp's Mud Shot. Except for Coughings, because they have like Levitate, which makes them immune to ground moves, so Dustox is my best bet against Coughings. And Zubats, because their flying type makes them immune to ground. So yeah, Dustox is useful against like what, 2 of the nearly 200 types of Pokemon you're gonna run into in this game. Applause for you, Dustox. Okay, I'm getting tired of the Spindas now. Just look at the freaking derp face it's making. Like, I got spiralized. How is he even able to see anything with that? I mean, he doesn't have any irises or lenses in his eyes. How does Spinda see? Oh well. And why do you carry around a freaking parasol in a... Well, that actually does make sense, because it's raining volcanic ash here, so... Huh. Ranting revoked. But still, your Numel's gonna die in a single blow. So, yeah. And Marstock is to level 24, does not learn a new move. Bummer. Though I'm pretty sure Marshtomp doesn't really learn the best moves by leveling up anyway. I think the next one's like gonna be Bite or something, or some other useless move. Maybe Mud Sport. I really freaking do not understand the move Mud Sport. I understand what it does and stuff, but I don't understand why. Like, Mud Sport is a move that when you use it, it makes electric attacks do less damage against you. However, it only works on the Pokemon that used it, and like 9 out of 10 Pokemon that can learn Mud Sport are ground types and therefore immune to electric attacks. Why would they want to use Mud Sport if they're already immune to it? They can't lower the damage any further, they don't take damage from them. It's like, what the hell were they think? Ah, crap. What the hell were they thinking when they created that move? And even the non-ground types that learn it really don't ever use it because it's completely freaking useless. It doesn't stay on when it switches. It just goes away. And you're very much giving up a move slot for another move that could be more freaking useful. I mean, if you have a Pokemon that doesn't need all of his move slots, like it only needs 3, then you can just put something like Protect in the 4th slot, because that is pretty much always a handy move. And anything can learn Protect, as long as it can learn TM, so there's really no reason not to. So yeah, go away, Spinda. No one likes you. And they just keep coming. Oh no, this one's a Sandshrew. Apparently they also like living in volcanic ash, even though they're not fire types. And what do you want, old guy? Yeah, I know they can turn this stuff into glass. If you go here, talk to this guy, he will give you a... Come on, give it to me already. He gives you a soot sack. Yes, that sounds weird. But if you keep walking through the ash, it'll pile up and the sack will get fuller. And if you bring it to him, he will turn it into all kinds of glass stuff, like furniture for your secret base. Or some kind of flute, which you can blow, like just standing in the grass, and it'll attract more Pokemon, or you can use it in battle and heal status effects or something. But it's really not worth it having to just keep trudging through the frickin' ash over and over again, because you will need a lot for that. And it's not really worth it at all. Anyway, another ninja. Apparently ninjas love hiding in the volcanic ash just as much as Spindas do. Frickin' Nincada Gust will kinda damage it, but Nincada's defense is pretty formidable for a non-evolved Pokemon, so yeah, Psybeam does way more, even though it's not super effective. That's because Nincada's special defense is awful. And I don't really have anything to deal with Ninjask, because Ninjask is faster and stronger and stuff, so Swallow, super effective wing attack, take it out. And that Ninjask is an impossible abomination of freaking the rules. Did you see what level that Ninjask was? Level 19. Now go and look up at what level Nincada evolves. Go ahead, I'll be waiting right here. Looked it up. Nincada evolves at level 20. So therefore a level 19 Ninjask is impossible. And yet there it is. What's the deal? And well, time to use Marshtomp now. Haven't used him in a while. Whoa! A Skarmory. That's pretty much the rare Pokemon in this part of the nation. Skarmory can only be found here. It's pretty rare. And it's pretty beastly. Strong, great defenses, pretty decent attacker, and I am going to catch it, but I am not going to use it, because I already have a flying type in Swallow, And quite honestly, steel types are not the most useful thing to have around if you're like attacking. Because steel type attacks are only effective against rock and ice types. And steel is resisted by a crap load of types like water and steel itself, I think, and psychic and fire and fighting. Maybe not fighting. Kind of iffy on that one. I think maybe psychic. I don't really remember that much because I freaking never use steel type attacks offensively. Anyways, I have the Skarmory, so let's look up some info on it. It flies at close to 190 miles per hour. You'd think that would make its base speed stat go through the freaking roof. Yeah, it does, and it's like below average speed stat wise. Even though its Pokédex entry clearly states something completely different. Hypocrisy, thy name is Pokemon. Anyway, this guy has an Aeron. 4 times weakness to ground moves. Yeah. Bye-bye. So, that was easy. Get some experience. Almost to level 25 already. Still a while from evolving, though. Marshtomp doesn't evolve until level 36. Yeah. I think he actually ends up evolving really late in this LP. And hey, what are you doing in front of my computer? I can't use my box system now if you're behind my frickin' computer, woman. Get out of there and go make me a sandwich or something. You know, you never actually see people cook any food in these games. I'm a trainer, yeah, how'd you see that? The badges, the Pokeballs, the backpack? Oh, that's a brilliant deduction. And she's the creator of the storage system. Huh. A woman that knows her way with computers? What blasphemy is this? No, seriously, I know that there are women who are great with computers and stuff. I'm just rolling with it for the sake of the frickin' joke. Deal with it. I'm just sexist because it's funny. Oh, Zigzagoon has a nugget. I guess I'll take that off of him. And then I will see you guys in the next part of Pokemon Ruby. So thanks for watching, and bye-bye.